So I'm really happy to host this expert talk with my friend Gabriele Proni, who is CTO and co-founder of Voxloud, and is, I have to say, a pioneer of remote work and distributed teams before it was cool, right? I mean, before all
Right.
the the events, the pandemic, and stuff. And if you have been reading Refactoring for a while, you will know that I'm a big fan of hiring junior engineers for many reasons. So, of course, it's cheaper and faster, but it also provides growth opportunities for the other devs. Junior engineers, when they are smart, they learn things very fast, and people always underestimate that. But that's, of course, only if you do a good job at onboarding and training them, right? Otherwise, it's all wasted. So how to do so, and this is basically what Gabriele has been doing for years, and he developed and refined his own method for it, and that's what he's going to talk about today.
To continue seeing our product growing. And yes, one of the biggest challenges that we faced over these years is, of course, scaling the team. The time we have been acquired, we were just, if I remember well, about 10 people. And starting from the pandemic, in 1 year, we moved to 15 people up to 50. So 15 to 50 in like 1 year. And it was an incredible challenge. We
Wow.
hired people from all over the teams, from support to sales, administration, and of course developers too. And I remember, so I guess you agree with me. I remember you one of the discussions in your community, Luca, that at some point while growing, a CTO becomes also a CEO. It's normal. And
Yeah.
because it attracts every kind of operation, because the CTO is that kind of guy that is able to pretty much do anything. And yeah, that's what happened to me, because at the end, during this journey, I had the chance to sell, because when they were missing some sales agent, I had to sell. I did support. I developed, of course. I did administration, and one of the most important parts of this experience is that I had the need over the time to train people in all the different teams. And this gave me opened my mind in the way I changed the training with developers. And
Sure.
because the main point is that for the support team, I created an LMS. And just once I created LMS, I realized that the same approach could have been followed also for developers. And it was incredible, because I realized that I was doing the right thing. When I got in the same day a message from 3 seniors that were working with me since 4 years, asking me if they could attend the courses as well, because the
Wow.
juniors were knowing better the product than them. So it was shocking, because you expect from people that are working with you and all the technical parts, creating the architecture,
Sure.
doing the stuff, asking you, hey, now but I don't know this part of the product, can I attend the course as well? And they said, wow. And
Yeah.
in fact, also with the junior, I was able to speed up a lot also the technical part. So I want to show you directly. Let me share the screen. I want
Please.
to show
Yes.
you directly how I structured the LMS in a practical way. So it was very simple. So first of all, I just purchased a plugin, a WordPress plugin, and we decided to turn this pain in an opportunity. So we identified the role of the sheriff, that we identify one sheriff in the front-end team and one sheriff in the back-end team. And most of the times are the junior. people, where their main responsibility is to keep monitored a Kanban board that is shared between the second level support and the developers. The second level support, they can open new tasks in this board, asking about a problem that is that has an impact directly to a customer. And the developer, the junior developer, should start doing the troubleshooting. So this this couldn't be possible without the LMS training, because without knowing why we do something, it's not possible to provide support. On the other side, by troubleshooting some problems from a technical point of view that have a direct impact with a customer, are basically it speeded up a lot the training of a junior, a new junior man. Training juniors requires time. We can discuss about the LMS, we can discuss about documentation, we can discuss about use whatever system we want, but it requires time.
But was he happy at the end? Was he happy?
It was truly happy. Truly happy, because the one thing that I saw also is that when possible, if you are able to cluster together the training of multiple people, you can make a big leverage. Because to me, it's incredibly important during the journey to be sure that a junior developer can start by having some little and easy wins. That's truly important, because as a junior, when you approach to especially, I saw that onboarding a junior today is incredible. It's incredibly different than onboarding a junior 5 years ago for me. And it's not. I'm not talking about the experience. I'm talking about the complexity of my product, because after 5 years of developing, of course, my architecture, my code is, of course, and I hope so, it's better than 5 years ago, and it's more complex. It's more complex than 5 years ago. And when a junior comes to a company that is not, let's say, that doesn't have a little MVP anymore, you can you can just feel, like a mountain in front of you.
Yes.
And that's important. That it's incredibly important to give ways to to let them be optimistic about how long time it will take for them to start being productive.
Question is, I'm also thinking in terms of what will benefit the audience. Like, what, in your opinion, could be a repeatable way based on these incredible learnings that you've had, based on onboarding using an LMS, sharing it with devs? What could be a repeatable model which can be used by other companies so that they can use the same learnings?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think that this model is absolutely repeatable, and explain you why. Because it's all about identify the right iteration. What does it mean? So,
and at the end of the day, you never know if people did it. They told you they did so. But if you have to go through a huge amount of contents and you're not guided, it can be challenging, it can be boring, and people can think to say, okay, I will do it if I need it, and then forgot about it. And that's not really the way to go, in my opinion. So I was already browsing for some, at least open source and free tools for doing this while you were talking, and I will try to see what I can do. A difficult point.
How do you keep this material up to date? I mean, because one of the problems of documentation is that it's not much that people don't want to write it, but they basically never want to maintain it. So in this case, you have, from my understanding, two levels, because you have your own documentation, and then you pack it up into the into the LMS, right, with some sort of pipeline. So what is your process for updating things? Like video, you have to shoot a video because the product changed and something like that. Is it a shared responsibility with people in the team? Do you have a dedicated process for that? How do you work on it?
So
one of the main obstacles, right? We see finished systems and processes and they look beautiful, but we don't know where to start. While instead we're very practical at giving us the step by step. So really happy about this event, and we recorded everything, and so we will post everything. So thank you so much.
it's been a real pleasure, big pleasure. So
Thanks, Gabriele. Lovely.
Thank you.